You know, to me, guys, this is always one of the finishing touches. I don't know if a lot of you other growers do this or not, but um, you guys see how there's a lot of leaves just kind of hanging. They're not really standing up. They don't look very happy. But I'm going to tell you, this is definitely a very necessary step in the process. And what I'm doing right now is forcing this plant through a little bit of extra stress. Um, that should help its resin and trichome output. As you can see, it's a little overcast today, a little cloudy and stuff, and that's good. The weather's cooled down quite a bit, and that's always helpful, especially whenever you're doing what I'm doing with these blooms today. And they're not super duper huge, but there are many, and that's a good thing. And that's okay with me. This side over here, uh, it's maintained a lot more of its uh, internal nutrients and stuff than the rest of the plant has. Like you can see over here, it's a little greener. Over here, it's a little greener in the middle. Well, she's sucking up nutrients. She's taking nitrogen. She's taking nitrogen from these leaves, because I'm not feeding this plant anything right now at all. There's been no nutrients whatsoever. So everything that you can see is natural. The last nutrient that she actually got was last week. I fed this plant some 0-10-10 Alaska Bloom, which is the only chemical that she's actually ever had, because the rest of the nutrients that I've given this plant, the rest of the nutrients I give this plant came from fish tanks. To be honest with you guys, I don't like to use a lot of chemicals at all. I feed my plants with fish tank water quite a bit. That's why the blooms aren't as huge. You know, these are pretty good size, but they're not super huge. But there's quite a bit, and that's a good thing. So to me, you guys, I'm about to water this plant. By the way, she's about to get watered. She still needs to be flushed. So I'm actually gonna hit her with a little bit of water in a minute before I go with my other chores that I have around the house for this afternoon and stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys, this is normal. What you're seeing right here, this is absolutely normal, especially for a sativa dominant plant. They take the buds take a lot of energy straight from the leaves, and that's a good thing. These leaves already have everything these blooms, and that's the way it's been for eons. Before there was ever men that were out here growing this stuff, these plants were growing out there somewhere, and this is how they naturally did it. They soaked up nutrients, and well, in this plant's particular circumstance, this plant's soaking up nutrients from these leaves, nitrogen mainly, because I'm not giving this plant anything extra. I don't believe in that. I grow outdoors. Everything that these plants needs is here, and if you start noticing deficiencies, then you can compensate for those deficiencies. But for the most part, she's doing really good. I am going to go ahead and drop a little bit of water on her. But these are some hardy branches, guys. That's one branch right there. All that stuff right there is one branch. So, you got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'd say there was like 51 head blooms on this plant, which is pretty cool, man. That's going to be a pretty good take. That's going to be a pretty good harvest. And the prices of the prices of herb this day and age, man, are astronomical, man. I'm not into paying 20 bucks a gram. I'm not into paying 50 bucks an eighth. That's just ridiculous, man. I can come home, I can invest a little bit of my own time, and I can go ahead and save myself, you know, a good, you know, what, if this lasts for a while, well, there's, you know, you're saving yourself a couple of $1,000s for sure, you know. But either way, you know, enough of my rantings and ravings. I wanted to show you guys what these plants look like whenever you're putting them through different stress. The other day I hit her with ice, you know, and today I'm gonna hit her with a little bit of water. This is day 3, by the way. This is day 3 of no water, and she's feeling it, you know, like she's soaking up nutrients from all those bottom leaves. They're all going into these blooms, you know, because there's no water coming from the roots at all. So this is my way of forcing this super sativa hybrid plant to dump all of its nutrients into its buds. And it's cool because, you know, like there's some hardy buds on here, man. Like that's a big old bud. That sucker's all the way down to like down there. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like she smells like skunk and like piney sativa resins, and then she smells like fruit is the only way I can put it. I do like to give other supplements to these plants too. You know, I like to give them uh, uh, molasses. It helps it to me. I think it helps to sweeten them up. But either way, you know, I'm going to sign off for now. Everybody who's been watching, thank you guys. Everybody who's just tuning in, this here is Super Sativa Haze by Amsterdam Genetics. This is the Backyard Bang Bang with me, Ralph Palick. And I really appreciate your guys' views. I appreciate your guys' time. Just taking a minute to check in on this beautiful process. And I hope that you guys are having a great week, great rest of your day. All right? And I hope that you guys take care and have a good one. Thanks for looking in. Peace. There's the good old guard dog.